Who are the people you need to empower? What measure of performance can you improve? So when challenges, circumstances, situations, when they come your way, how will you be persistent? Thank you for joining me tonight on today's episode of Leadership Lens. My name is Funke Olaonipekun. And tonight I'm telling you about 5 P's that you need to be effective in your leadership journey. Perhaps you're just starting your leadership journey and you're finding out, how will I do it? What do I need to do here? What will I need? Or you're already on your leadership journey and you're looking for ways to improve your leadership. You're looking for more effective strategies, things to put in place to ensure that your team is not just achieving goals, but happy and together we're fulfilling the mission of effective leadership. So today, we talk about 5 P's of effective leadership. The first P, number 1, purpose. What is your purpose? The why behind everything you do. Purpose is your internal compass. It helps you to define your meaning, your actions, and your decisions. Why are you leading? When your why is clearly defined, it determines your why, or it determines your what and your how. Once you know why you want to lead, the purpose, once it's clearly stated, your what, your how, and the things you do, your decision stems from your why. Like Simon Sinek said, identify your why and your how and what will flow easily. So, I call you today, encourage you to reflect on your why. Why are you leading? What is the purpose of your leadership? What goals have you set aside to achieve? Why are you there? Why are you the person bearing the flag of leadership for that group? What exactly is the purpose for which you have been assigned as a leader of that group? So number 1, purpose. Moving to the second P, let's talk about passion. Passion is the fuel that gives your purpose energy. The fuel that keeps your purpose alive. It's not just excitement. It's just not being happy. It's the deep care. The exact things that drive your purpose. When you lead with passion, your energy is contagious. You create a positive environment. It helps you to set clear boundaries. It's a vibrant energy that you feel when you put a lot of energy into your work. You can tell yourself, I have a purpose here. I'm passionate about doing what I should be doing. Not necessarily because you like to do it, but because it has to be done to make the purpose, to make it come alive. So what drives your passion? What is that thing that you do? What is that thing that you're passionate about that helps you to drive your purpose of leadership to achievement of goals? Is it getting to work early? What exactly inspires you? What is the fuel? Is it getting the job done? Is it your goals that is clearly written and clearly stated that reminds you of wow and why you are in that office? What's your passion? Reflect today. Tell me your passion in the comment section. For some people, it's simply the achievement of goals. Once one goal is achieved, once a short-term achievement is achieved, it just keeps them going. It keeps them passionate, excited. It pops up the energy to do the job. So, what's your passion? What drives the passion for the things that you do? Don't forget, the first P was what? Purpose. The second P, passion. Moving on to people, the third P, people. John Maxwell says, there is no leadership if there are no followers. For a moment, think about it. If you don't have any follower, you are just taking a stroll. That means you're not leading anybody. So, what's the important, or why is it important to have followers, or what should you be doing with the people you're leading? True leadership is not a solo journey. Leadership is about empowering relationship, empowering your team. It's about building relationship and creating a sense of community. People will remain the greatest asset in your leadership journey. So spend time to understand your team members. Spend time to know who they are, their abilities, their strengths, and their weakness. Communicate with them. Express yourself and allow them to express themselves as well. Learn from their experiences as a leader and celebrate their success. Don't just stay behind the screen and send emails and send words. What about face-to-face meetings once in a while? What about celebrating their wins, even if it is very small? So, as you journey in your week, I want to ask you, what do you think you can do to make leadership more exciting for the people that you lead? To make it more comfortable for you to achieve your goals? Ask yourself, how can I support my team? What can I do better this week? Maybe regular check-ins, maybe face-to-face communication, or just listening. It could be in your family. Sometimes all your children want is you listening to them. Sometimes your spouse just wants you to pay attention and just listen. Don't forget, the greatest asset of your leadership will forever remain people. So spend time to understand them. Spend time to build relationship with them. Celebrate their wins. Build the relationship. Let there be a relationship, a sense of attachment, a meaningful relationship among your team. What P we're going ahead to? Number 4, performance. At the core of your leadership is your ability to turn vision into reality. And that's performance. The set of things you do to bring us from that vision you've seen to the outcomes that you will desire. In between that represents your performance. That's the measure of your effectiveness as well. The results you achieve, about setting clear goals and being able to achieve them. Think of the performance as a bridge that connects the purpose and passion that you have for what you're doing to the tangible outcomes that you desire. And one important thing about performance is this. It's not just about meeting targets. It's about creating a culture of excellence. Yes. Think about that for a moment. Sometimes we achieve goals. We manage to do them. But what culture have we created in the gap, in the space, in the process of achieving the goals? You don't just want to achieve goals. You're not just going to tick the checklist. What you want to do is to create a culture of excellence. You know what that does for you? You know what that does for you? It creates credibility. It allows your team to trust you the more. It gives your team a sense of achievement of goals, and it increases their own self-awareness to doing things excellently. It's not going to be excellent if you as a leader do not create that culture of excellence. So I challenge you this week. What are you going to do different? What performance are you going to improve on? What is it that you will do that your team, what thing do you need to change, maybe tweak around, so that there will be a touch of excellence in the things that you do? Moving on to the last P, persistence. Challenges are going to come. Circumstances and situations that are difficult to handle, they are going to show up. What will you do when things get difficult? What will you do when things don't work out the way you plan? What will you do when you set up to address a team, maybe have a virtual meeting, and all of a sudden technology show up to misbehave? What will you do when you already plan and the plan does not go the way you've planned it? Are you going to stop? Will you keep pushing forward? Will you set it aside? Will you say it's a raining day today, we are not going to achieve it? Will you say, I'm too tired, we need to pause? Will you say, I don't look good, I don't look well today, and so I'm not sure we'll go ahead? No. The difference between effective leaders and unsuccessful leaders is the ability to persist, ability to learn from failures, ability to learn from things that does not work. Instead of saying, why me? Why did this happen to me? Is your ability to say, what lesson can we learn for what has happened today? What are we going to do better next time? What will we put in place so that things like this do not happen next time? You need to be persistent. And to make persistent an easy journey for you, there are 3 things you need to know. 1, clarity of purpose. Remember our first P, purpose, your why, your inner compass, the reason why you get up to do that assignment in the first place. Number 2, consistency. In order for you to be persistent, you need to be consistent. You know what to do? Just show up. It's difficult? Push it through. It's not going as planned? Take a deep breath, reflect, and ask yourself, what can we do better? No stopping, but persistent. Consistently show up. In the end, small, slow, and steady consistency beats once and half intensity. Yes, consistency is more powerful than intensity that comes once in a while. So, when challenges come, the third thing that will help you is to be disciplined. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, either convenient or not. Of course, there will be days when it's not convenient. There will be days when emotions will rise. There will be days when, because you have not seen the result you desire, when you will feel discouraged. Don't forget, every innovation, everything that was ever created by humans, most likely first failed before it became successful. And every time something did not work the way you planned, instead of banging your head in regret or saying, no, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, find out how it can be better, learn a lesson for why it failed, and go back to do it again. So, don't forget our 5 P's of effective leadership. Purpose, that's your why. Passion, that's the fuel that gives energy to your purpose. People, that's the greatest asset any leader will ever have. Invest in them. Build a meaningful relationship. Communicate. Learn to listen. Right? And the fourth one is performance. Empower people to perform. Be excellent in the things you do. Get feedback. Listen to feedback. Listen to criticism. Either way it comes, positive or negative, in between each of those criticisms lies something that you can improve on. And lastly, persistent. Don't give up now. Keep going. Circumstances and situations will come to challenge you. There will be reason for you to stop. In the end, only persistent people are ever successful. Anyone who gives up along the line does not become successful. And for you to be persistent, remember, there must be clarity of purpose, there must be consistency, and there must be discipline. I'm rooting for you in this journey of leadership. Share your thoughts, your comments, or ask your questions about any of these P's that you want us to discuss further. Until I come your way next week, my name is Funke Olaonipekun. Thank you for joining me. And do follow me on Facebook at Leadership Lens, on YouTube, Leadership Lens. And if you have any question, more clarity, or anything you want to discuss, reach out at email on leadershiplens@gmail.com. Did you find any of this useful? Did any of this resonate with you? Do you want to learn more? Just share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week. Thank you for joining me.